Every day, I see dozens of streamers being taken advantage of by brands with dodgy sponsorships that most of the time aren't actually sponsorships at all. This has bothered me for ages, but because most of this is happening through or by a respected and beloved brand, I didn't want to be seen as someone who starts drama. And I'm still not sure this video is going to go out. But you know what? StreamElements? No, I can't earn $17,000 through this sponsorship. It is literally impossible. You're at worst lying and at best using deceitful wording to trick small creators into doing free advertising for brands. And most of the time, you can't even get the spammy emails correct. Maybe I should refer to you as username for the rest of the video. Where to start? Well, first, let's explain why these sponsorships aren't actually sponsorships. StreamElements sponsorships are actually what's called performance-based campaigns and are more similar to affiliate deals. Essentially, you'll agree to a campaign with StreamElements where you'll promote a potentially shitty mobile game on your stream. However, you won't get paid unless you and your viewers reach a series of performance-based goals. And let me tell you, these goals are insanity. I'll give you some examples in a second, but first, let me show you what a real sponsorship is. Owned, your one-stop shop as a streamer, have created an entire scene editor and integrated it into their free version of Owned Pro. This means not only can you now get full overlays from webcam borders, alerts, labels, and more set up in literally 3 clicks, but you can also use their chatbot, auto moderator, and try any of their free full overlay packs without paying anything. And if you want to use literally any of the packs on their website, you can upgrade from the free version to the paid and get access to their entire library. And for a little extra a month, also get an entire Epidemic Sound subscription, gaining access to over 40,000 songs and 90,000 sound effects. If you want to support me, check out the link in the description to try out Owned Pro's new free scene editor and more. For that 30-second ad read of a product I genuinely do recommend, I will be paid a flat negotiated rate by Owned. If this video doesn't do well, I still get paid. And on the flip side, if the video does amazing, they don't have to pay me more. We have an agreed contract of deliverables I am in control of. That is a sponsorship. Now, if Owned had said to me, I need to get 50 new signups to Owned Pro to earn upwards of $500, aka $10 for every signup, that would be a performance-based campaign. This is slightly different to an affiliate deal, mind you, which would be something like, if you do use the Owned link in the description, you sign up and buy something, I get paid a percentage of that purchase. Now, there is nothing inherently wrong with a performance-based campaign. They can work and they do work if they are done ethically. But this is where things go wrong with StreamElements. If you have ever streamed while connected to StreamElements, you likely would have received an email telling you that through their sponsorships, you can earn thousands of dollars. Hell, it doesn't even matter if you have viewers. This creator in my community did a 10-minute test stream to 0 viewers and was offered $2,000 to promote Raid Shadow Legends. That sounds amazing. $2,000 for 0 viewers? Well, let's actually look at the goals for a campaign like this. Specifically, let's look at what they offered me and walk you through how it's pretty deceitful to send an email like that. For context, recently I went live to test new features on Twitch for a video. I used an account that I haven't been live on in years, as I am on YouTube now. I had 65 average viewers. Yes, we peaked at 80 or 90 thanks to some raids, but consistently over 4 hours, it was 65 average. The next day, I was offered a dozen campaigns by StreamElements. As you can see, these are ranging from $4,000 to $16,500. Seriously, look at this. Royal Match, $3,700. Monopoly Go, $6,400. Star Trek Fleet Commander, $16,000. Raid Shadow Legends, $16,500. This is life-changing money. Nobody can deny that. If someone offered you this money to stream a game, you'd froth at the mouth and scream, "Yes, yes, how do I get it, please?" Well, to answer that, firstly, we have to do a 2-hour stream of the game or brand. That sounds pretty easy. But remember, that's a minimum, because then if 58 of my 65 average viewers complete the tutorial of said game, I'd earn a whopping $58. Now, in theory, that doesn't sound too difficult. However, completing the tutorial means that they are not only downloading the game, they are making an account, and then they are spending 5 to 10 minutes to go through the tutorial. That's only $1 per person, which means if I got them 58 new signups, I would be paid $58. That's a bit lower than the $16,500 advertised, but let's keep going and see if it scales better. Now, if those 58 users all reach level 12, I'll get another $232. Okay, keep going. If 58 users, and remember, I had 65 average, clear the catacombs of Barbunk with 3 stars, which we all know exactly how easy that is, right? I'll earn 522. Okay, so if 58 different users all get through the first 3 goals, then we will earn a total of 812 bucks. That's pretty good. Well, not quite. Let me be very clear here. Conversion rates for brand integrations, aka the amount of people who click a link and try a product after being told about it by an influencer, are incredibly low, even when the product is good and on topic. I've done brand integrations on videos with 100,000 views or more that got 200 to 500 clicks on the link, and even then only 50 to 100 actually sign up. This is less than 5% of the viewers engaging with the link and less than 1% actually signing up. To add to this, in marketing, we have data that says for a person to consider buying or signing up for a product, they need to see and be advertised that product on average between 8 to 12 times. And that is if the product is on topic and relevant to them. With all of that in mind, imagine you're me. You're streaming Slay the Spire, an amazing beloved game, to 65 average viewers. Then you get told you could earn 16,500 bucks. Let's pretend I accepted, and then I went live. My goal is to get 58 signups, right? Which, for context, is 90% of my average viewers. They are telling you to get 9 signups for every 10 viewers you have. That is not going to happen because very likely I wouldn't even have that many viewers anymore. It's a sponsored stream, which means you'll have less average viewers by default, but also I'd be playing a potentially shitty mobile game. Nobody wants to watch that. So now you're sitting there with 20 average viewers, begging them to sign up and spend hours of their time and money so you can get paid a fraction of what you were advertised, because yes, you don't technically need to reach the full 58. You could just get 20 signups and earn $20. But again, that's a far cry lower than the big bold 16,500. Now, to their credit, they are also going to pay me a guaranteed payment of $130 as long as I do that 2-hour stream to my 65 average. This guaranteed payout, I believe, was a change initiated over the last few years when other people called StreamElements out for these performance-based campaigns. This payment would be $70 an hour, which is pretty good. I earned nowhere near that when I worked a real full-time job out in the real big bad world. Except when I did 2-hour-long sponsored streams to 150 viewers on Twitch, I was being paid a minimum of $500 an hour. That amount I always let the brand set, and most of them set even higher than that. Now, is that the consistent average rate everyone that size gets? I don't know. It was during the height of COVID, so maybe it was higher. But either way, it's a little bit more than $70 an hour. And remember, these offers are based on my stream of 65 average. Now, we also have to consider the fact that if you want to actually gain a decent amount of the money that is up for grabs, it's clearly not just going to be a 2-hour stream. You're likely going to have to go live over and over, trying to convince your viewers to not just sign up, but slog through hours of content to reach the end game goals, which sometimes also require them and you, the streamer, to spend money on the game. Now, I know this was all a bit wordy, but I really hope you can already see how these campaigns and goals are heavily marketed to look like you'll earn insane money for a tiny amount of work, when in reality, it just isn't the case. Now, you could argue these campaigns aren't a scam. They're just shit. That's all it is. I get dozens of shit sponsorship offers a day, and I don't go around claiming those are scams either. And you know what? I agree. Until you remember these offers aren't going out to people like me who know better. These are going out to people with 0 viewers. People with no experience, people who have small communities and desperately want to go full-time as content creators. They're going out to you. People who will accept a campaign and then spend dozens or in some cases hundreds of hours promoting the brand for a tiny amount of money. Again, this isn't a hypothetical either. In the Stream Scheme Discord, we have a Share Your Wins channel, and at least once a week, someone shares how they got their first sponsorship and they're super excited. When I read this now, I no longer ask them who the sponsorship is or what the system is, because I don't want to be disappointed when I see that they're going to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends through StreamElements. I desperately want to be hyped for these small creators. But the fact is, they usually either delete their post a bit later when they realize the truth, it's not a sponsorship, or they post how they feel like shit because they couldn't reach the goals, and they feel they were never going to be able to reach the goals. They essentially were tricked into doing hours of work by a fake sum of money that was never attainable. Sure, they might have gotten 3, maybe 5 signups for the brand, maybe earned 20 to 30 bucks here or there if 1 or 2 viewers really pushed hard to reach the castle of bareback boys and 3-star it. But that's what these brands want. You have hundreds and hundreds of small streamers convince their hardcore, die-hard, ride or die fans, 3 or 5 of them, to sign up per community, and then hope that out of hundreds of small creators promoting it, they might get a few long-term users who become whales and spend a lot of money on the game. Sure, that small creator, they signed the contract. They saw the goals. They should have known better. They should have understood. But when a respected and beloved brand like StreamElements says you can earn a lot of money, and you're not just a beginner, you're also desperate, which isn't an insult. This is a dream job for many, so they are desperate to go full time. When all of this happens, you're going to believe that offer is real. Sadly, the brands and StreamElements don't care about the quality of the content or the quality of the brand integration. They don't even care about the type of streamer promoting the brand. They are going for pure numbers. That's why their spammy emails can't even get the usernames of the streamers correct, why they're emailing people with 0 viewers or have even deleted their StreamElements accounts. And this isn't even me diving into all of the posts I've seen from creators saying they did the entire campaign only to then not be paid because of weird technicalities, or people saying the signups all counted until the campaign ended and then a bunch vanished. I can't vouch for the validity of every single creator who's posted about this because I'm just one guy, but it's wild how many posts there are out there when you start to simply look. Granted, you'll also see positive experiences, and I'm sure some people have done these campaigns and feel like they are amazing or had a good experience and would recommend others do them as well. I'm not going to deny your experience. I'm simply trying to bring light to a different experience. And whether it was positive or negative, we can all agree that this entire system is built on deceitful tactics. At best, it's a poorly run and poorly managed attempt at connecting brands with creators. That's at best. But at worst, it's a computer-generated spam farm designed to get hundreds of small creators to spend hundreds of hours collectively advertising brands for barely any money that it becomes practically free labor, aka a system entirely designed to take advantage of creators who don't know any better. Which again, I want to bring it back around to my community member who did a 10-minute test stream to 0 viewers. His goal was to just make sure he wasn't lagging, and he was offered a $2,000 campaign. Just quickly, I realized I didn't give clear constructive feedback. I thought that things that need changing would be obvious, but just in case it's not, here are 3 things, StreamElements, even though you're not watching this, that you can do to fix it. 1, change your campaign outreach and your campaign section not to say sponsorships, and make sure it says the minimum guaranteed, not the maximum guaranteed. It's deceitful. 2, fix your outreach so it's not sending emails out to literally anyone and everyone who goes live even once. 3, realize the majority of the people that you're outreaching to are currently going through an economic crisis, a cost of living crisis, and they are desperate to keep a roof over their head. So if they can somehow convince 1 or 2 people to download a mobile game, install the mobile game, and play through the entire tutorial, maybe give them more than $1 per person. I'm pretty sure the mobile game companies can afford it. The worst part is, I love StreamElements. Their scene editor and widget tools are the best for new creators trying to get their stream set up. They're one of the only few alerts and widget platforms that actually work with YouTube. So what options are there? I'm obviously never going to recommend Streamlabs for, again, the obvious far worse reasons, but creators are stuck between a rock and a hard place where even respected and trusted brands are now doing things like this. If myself or any other educator makes a guide telling someone to use StreamElements alerts or their chat widget, and a brand new creator listens and trusts us, they'll go and sign up and use them. We are practically guaranteeing that a brand new creator who doesn't know any better is going to receive a campaign offer like the ones I've shown in this. I don't expect they'll change anything. People have been calling them out for years, and I'm not making this video to bait drama or even call them out really. I just feel it's my responsibility as a human being, as a person with a platform who has recommended and even been sponsored to promote their tools in the past, that I say something so that you are better informed of your worth. You deserve to be paid for the hours you spend working on something. If you still want to take the campaign and earn something, I understand that. It's better than nothing. But essentially, I guess the entire moral of this video is you deserve better. And StreamElements, a brand we all respected and used, has let this entire creator space down with these spammy, low effort campaigns. I guess I'll see you next week.